So another quick video. I actually wrote something for my husband several months ago, and it's called "It Takes About a Minute." It takes about a minute for a young girl to catch your eye. You see her across the room, and your heart pitter patters. It takes about a minute for a young man to get the courage to start a conversation with her. It takes about a minute to think of her during the day, wondering what she's doing. It takes about a minute to conquer your nerves and ask her out on a date. It takes about a minute to realize that she's the one your soul has been waiting to meet. It takes about a minute to finally say those magical words, I love you. It takes about a minute to walk down to the altar, seeing her walk down in her beautiful wedding gown. It takes about a minute to recite your vows and promise to love one another until death do you part. It takes about a minute to see and hear your baby's heartbeat, beating so strong you fall in love instantly. It takes about a minute to cut the cord of your newly born son and to hold him and promise him you will love him forever. It takes about a minute out of your daily routine to sneak into the room and give her a kiss goodbye. It takes about a minute to write little love notes and leave it next to the coffee pot with her cup next to it. It takes about a minute to give her a hug when you return from a long day at work. It takes about a minute to say I love you, especially when it is most needed on the hard days. It takes about a minute to give a hug. That quick little hug could make all her worries fade away. It takes about a minute to send a text message reminding her you love her and to have a good day. It takes about a minute to tell her for her to tell you to be safe as you venture off to your work daily. It takes about a minute to walk her to her car, shielding her with an umbrella during those rainy days. It takes about a minute to ask the question, how was your day? Life is all about minutes, and it's up to you to choose how you spend those minutes. All those minutes that you may be too busy to do, you will greatly regret when you lose your partner. Remember, all those minutes is what matters the most. Life is about little moments that leave the biggest impact on your heart. They are moments that can mean more than love. Maybe it's the way you show love, but remember, don't miss the minutes, the moments that could have been the biggest impact. No one is too busy. If you are too busy, then your priorities are off. There will be a day when you can no longer get those minutes back. You will feel the loss more than you will ever know. Um, so that I wrote at one time for my husband when we were both working very crazy hours at both of our jobs. I just really didn't have the time to connect. It happens. Especially now, we're working sometimes two different schedules, and it becomes very hard to have our little moments together. So that was just a little thing I wrote for my husband as just a reminder how just the little things in life matter so much. Some women love jewelry and like gifts and flowers and like all that hoopla. I'm not one of those women. For me, it's not about any of that. It's not about even going out to dinner. I'm happy with our little coffee time. I look forward to the little love notes that we leave each other by the coffee pot, especially when we're on different shifts. Um, I love that we take the time to make those little moments happen because they do matter the most.